Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about exfoliating again. I cannot express to you how important it is to exfoliate, especially after age 40. I've mentioned this in another video before, but once I turned 40, it was almost like somebody pushed a fast forward button on the whole aging process. And it can be quite alarming because things just seem to really happen so fast. So you really have to step it up a notch, and you really have to figure out what ingredients and what products are the most important for us, or what things are the most important for us to be doing to our skin after a certain age. One of them is exfoliating. I cannot, like I said, express to you how important it is to exfoliate, whether it's with a physical exfoliation or a chemical exfoliation. Both are very, very important for our skin after 40, because that exfoliating process that our body naturally has really slows down after age 40. So we have to help keep that process going. And two ways to do that is with physical exfoliation and chemical exfoliation. The product that I'm going to be talking about today is called AHA 20 Body Tingle. And this is something that I've been using I've been using an alternative to this for about the last 10 years. I was using a different product and then they stopped selling it, and then I found this one. So for the last 10 years, I've been keeping this a part of my routine. It is a 20% glycolic acid lotion. Now, anything over a 10% glycolic acid lotion, you really need to use with caution. It's one of these things that you kind of have to work your way up to, just like high concentrations of retin A. You don't want to start slapping this stuff on your face and neck, because without maybe doing some, skin tests, skin patch tests, or whatever you want to call them, because you might get some irritation. You might even get some whelps if your skin is sensitive. When I first started using this, over 10 years ago, right when I would apply it, I would get super red, almost to the point where it felt like my skin was burning. And I would get the flaking, the irritation and the flaking and all that good stuff. Since I've been using it so long, I don't get a lot of those reactions. I do still get some flaking. And if I use it too many days in a row, then I will get a little bit of irritation. But I use this alternately with my retin A. I use my retin A, and then I use a salicylic acid. All of these are kind of chemical exfoliants to really help remove the dead skin cells that are sitting on top of our face. Now, it's funny because a while back I did a nighttime routine video, and I feel like it was really I feel like I really misrepresented myself, I think, because I spoke and I did mention that I use, chemical exfoliants, but I didn't go into detail about it. So it just looks like I'm, plopping on things that are quite insignificant in the big scheme of things, especially after a certain age, and especially, like I said, at this age where you really need to be stepping it up a notch if you want to remain youthful looking and if you want your skin to be in good condition. So now I'm mentioning the things that play the biggest role in the condition of my skin. Those things that I mentioned in my nighttime routine, like I said, they're insignificant compared to these things. These are the ones that make the biggest difference, and these are the ones that I attribute most of my results to. So like I said, my retin A, my salicylic acid, my glycolic acids. Okay, so I'm going to tell you really fast why glycolic acids are so good for our skin. And I'm going to try to make this as brief as I can. I know I'm going to forget stuff, because I always do. So I'm going to add some annotations somewhere below or to the left or right, just to give you some bullet points on, why glycolic acid is so good for our skin. Okay, first thing, glycolic acid is one of the smallest of the alpha hydroxy acids, which because it has such a small molecular level, it is extremely bioavailable to the skin, which means that it penetrates deeply and effectively. So what glycolic acids do is they go in and they really react with the top layers of the skin, the damaged skin that's just sitting on the surface of your face. And it really helps to dissolve just those bonds, those really strong bonds that are keeping the dead skin cells attached to the new skin cells. And that's what we want to do. We want to dissolve those bonds so that those dead skin cells can be sloughed off, so that we're not just sitting there with dull, dry, discolored skin sitting on the surface of our face. We want to reveal the healthy, youthful, brighter, supple skin underneath. And that's what glycolic acids help to do. So they really help with sun-damaged skin. They help to, like I said, brighten the skin by removing the dead skin cells that are sitting there making it look dull. They also help with pore size, because whenever you have dead skin cells on the surface of your skin, all it's doing is blocking all that gunk that's just sitting inside of our pores. And that's what makes our pores look bigger. So when you remove the dead skin cells, that gunk is allowed to be purged, basically, which is why sometimes you get a few pimples whenever you do a lot of really good exfoliating. And so what happens is once that stuff is outside of our pores look smaller. So that's another reason that it's so important to use alpha hydroxy acids and glycolic acids as part of your skincare regimen. Because who wants big pores? You know, honestly, I don't ever notice the size of people's pores. It's something I obviously just completely overlook. I see them on myself, like around my nose area. Even still, it's insignificant in the big scheme of things to me. So, you know, that's the last thing that you have to get so close up to somebody in order to see, you know, their pores. But to the person who has big pores, I'm sure it's just a nuisance and stuff. So that's one way that you can help to minimize pores, which is remove the dead skin cells so that gunk can come out, and then those pores will close up and tighten. So needless to say, glycolic acid is essential for healthy skin, and it should be a staple ingredient in your skincare without a doubt, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s. Okay, so let me quickly tell you why I like this product and explain to you just how I use it real fast. Now, once again, it's made by a company called Donell, and it says the science of skincare. I love how that sounds. And it's an AHA 20 Body Tingle, 20% glycolic acid lotion. It's meant to be used from head to toe. However, I do not use it from head to toe. I use it on my face, neck, and chest. I've seen the most improvement in my chest. I think I'm going to start using it from head to toe. I think I'm going to purchase another bottle and start really using it, because there's areas on the inside of my elbow and maybe on kind of like near my knees that I see the skin changing a little bit, and I don't like to see that. So so I think I'm going to see how I can address those areas with this and see if I see some results, and then of course I'll pass them on to you. But up until now, I've only used this on my chest, neck, and face. Now, one of the reasons that I love this product so much is because, first of all, the second ingredient is glycolic acid. Obviously, whenever you find a product and one of those beneficial ingredients that you hear about is number 2 on the ingredient list, right after water, then you know it's there in high concentrations, and it should be, because this is a 20% glycolic acid lotion. Now, the way that I said that, lotion. Now the third ingredient, Now the third ingredient is called ammonium glycolate. And what that is, that's a synthetic form of glycolic acid, and it really acts as a pH balancer and exfoliant. So in combination with glycolic acid, it just really helps to, like I said, balance out the pH of the product, which obviously we want that to happen. And then it helps with that exfoliating process. One of the other reasons that I like this is because number 6 on the ingredient list is cholesterol. If you know anything about the lipid layer, then you know how important it is to keep all 3 components of the lipid layer replenished. And the 3 components are fatty acids, ceramides, and cholesterol. So when you find products with those, there's so many products out there with fatty acids in it. And then now there are more products on the market with ceramides, and they're really like advertising that they have ceramides in the ingredient. And then cholesterol, you don't see a lot of cholesterol in all of your products. When any of those 3 components are depleted, then you're going to have dry, dull skin. So it's our job to try to help and try to look for products that contain those ingredients so that we can replenish any of those ingredients that are depleted in our lipid layer. And our lipid layer is supposed to help our skin look moist and supple and healthy and beautiful, so we definitely need to do that. So I love the ingredients. Now, the way that I use this, super simple. First thing I do, and you use your cleanser of choice, clean your face really good. Then I go in right afterwards and I use my Derma glycolic toner. I think I've mentioned it in pretty much every video that I've ever made, but because it's one of my holy grails, it's the Derma Vitamin A glycolic toner. I use that, and I clean my face and tone my face with it. I do not rinse it off. I leave that on, wait about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I apply a thin layer of this to my face, neck, and chest. Now, I will mix it with some lotion, with my eye cream, I'm sorry, and I will apply it around my eye area because I feel like we definitely still need to exfoliate the skin around our eye, not abrasively and aggressively, but occasionally we do need to remove the dead skin cells that are keeping that area looking dull and older, you know. I don't typically put this on my eyelids. The only one of my aggressive products that I use, you know, like I said, I use the salicylic acid, the glycolic acid, and then retin-A. Retin-A is the only one that I will put around my eyes. Now, I like to use a 0.05% around my eyes or use my 0.1% and mix it with some eye cream, put it around my eyes, but I don't typically put this on my eyelids, nor do I put the salicylic acid on my eyelids. So anyways, that's how I use it, and I use this alternately, what is the word that I'm looking for? I use this as part of my rotation. As far as my aggressive products are concerned, I use this like I do my salicylic acid or my retin-A's. I don't use them all in the same week. I use them usually, I spread them out, you know. So anyways, this is a really good one. It gets the job done, and it's really going to help to remove all the dead skin cells that are sitting on your face, not allowing your products to penetrate, and it's just going to give you a healthier, more beautiful glow. You have to be a little bit careful because, like I said, in high concentrations, anything over 10%, you really want to use with caution because, especially if you have sensitive skin, so you kind of want to allow your skin to acclimate to products that are in high concentrations. So anyways, I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you want to see more of my videos about skincare, because I'm on this skincare journey and I'm really trying to really slow everything down, you know. I think that's the best that we kind of can do, is try to slow down that aging process as best we can. And that is just by learning and educating yourself and just using the right products. So I hope you found this video helpful, and it's Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that like button if you want to. So thanks a lot, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.